Hey guys, this is Odd1 Gaming and this is going to be another Eternal Evolution video. Today I'm going to talk to you about one other area of the game that is extremely important from what I've learned so far. So in my last video, you know, not the last video, but the one before that, I've shown you some of the things that you do not want to skip for this game. You know, doing the dailies for the Dessa Cave, Tara Dome, Sinsaro Marsh, and all the other things. There's plenty of more other areas that are extremely important and they can help your progress. And there's other areas that, you know, require a little bit of strategy that are really nice, which is like, for example, the Rift Fisher. This is like one of the things that I have to make videos, some videos on, because they can actually be a little bit complicated and tricky to pass. But that's not what we are going to talk about today. What we are going to talk about today is the Wasteland. So I kept this one open so that I didn't do it till I actually got in and started it while I was recording this video. You might notice that maybe I'm a little bit different level, or a little bit different. I have a little bit different people in the video that I'm showing now. The reason is I actually started on the new server. I started on server 35. So if you want to join along with me, just start on that server. Or if you want to feel like, you know, you've learned some new things and you feel like you made some mistakes early on, you want to start fresh, always start on the newest server, because basically they have some interesting ways of doing the events, and all the events go in a certain order from when the server is released. So if you don't start, like for example, if you start on 35, you might have missed the first week of events, and so on with the further ones at the back. So it's an interesting way to do things. But let's talk about the Wasteland. So one of the first things that you come in and you do when you get here, it usually gives you a recruit to help you out when you fight the teams. Then you see all different types, like heads like this. Everything else signifies something in this game. But basically what this means, like for example, this means it's a boss. The other one means it's like a lower fight. But one thing that I did notice is, in general, they are actually quite easy. So the fights are quite easy. You can just straight up go here, even though it shows that all of them are like mythic. I go in there, see, okay, this one might actually be a challenge. That was something that was looking like, okay, it looked like it was easy, and it looked like I should be able to just straight up beat them. So because this guy that I just got is a healer, I'm gonna take my healer out and I'm gonna put this one in. The way that I usually do it is I just put the healer and the tank in front, because sometimes the tank just taking the hit on his own is a little bit too much. So I usually use the healer as well, just like as if I will have double tanks, because in general your healer is gonna be built a little bit tank. You know, there's that you want the healer to survive, to be able to heal everybody else. So you know, it's a good thing to just put them in the front, because they're gonna survive. If you see that tactics does not work, just move your healer to the back and you should be fine, and just maybe tank your tank harder. Okay, this fight we're gonna just let go straight up like that. But from what I've noticed, after I think it's the second or the third day of doing the Wasteland, something that makes it a lot easier to do, because honestly this is like, let's see, one of the things in the game that you can do daily that takes the longest time. Well, guess what? You have a way to make it a little bit faster. If you watch, like if you would have to watch every single fight that you're doing, it would take you a little bit. But there is a way to actually do that faster, and let me show you what I mean. Let's collect these resources. It's a really good place. Like, you definitely want to farm this every day, because you get tons and tons of resources. But let me show you what I mean about the fight. So I go into this fight, I go challenge, and then I can straight up click this one over here, and boom. Battle was done instantly. You move along to the next one, so you don't have to look at it all the time. When you see these sword ones, these are relics that you want to pick up, and you know, choose what's best for you, what you think is gonna be more useful for you to use for the fight. You know, I didn't get to the point yet where it's like, okay, I need to take some specific stuff or I will lose. But you know, things like getting energy at the beginning of the battle is good. Stuff that affects everybody, like 5% extra attack, or even this one for the chance to stun. So let's say we take the energy over here. Then there's a trace of something unique here. We should check it out. This is again another place where you can connect some resources. I usually go for this one, which usually gives you the highest success, but I noticed that I'm not sure that these rewards depend on something in particular. So if I go here, it gives me a weapon. Other times it gives me some fragments for summoning. So you know, it's always a little bit different. So you never know what you could get there. And I haven't seen a pattern. If you've noticed anything that's like a pattern, like if you choose the one that shows you the hero, you have a high chance of getting fragments, or if you choose something else, you give this something different. If you do know that, please leave it in the comments below and let me know about it, because you know, I want to learn more myself. I want to teach as much as I can, but learn at the same time. So let's do the next fight. Let's get this one over with, and try to get to a point where I can actually show you something that I've realized by doing it, unless I'm really mistaken. But this is one of the things. You notice that I actually followed, I didn't fight these ones. I passed them. I do not have to fight everything on the map. So I usually try to pick the quickest route to open up everything, to collect everything, and then just move along. I do not need to do this battle. I do not need to do this battle, because by just winning a battle, you do not get any resources. So at the end of the day, winning a battle, just for the sake of, you know, being a completionist. I mean, if you're a completionist, yeah, fight everything, why not? But if you want to do this as soon as possible, because at the end of the game, at the end of the day, it's an idle RPG game. You know, it's a side game. For example, for me, yeah, it's a side game. My main game is Rachel Legends, but still, I'm enjoying this a lot, and I will still be playing it for quite a while. So obviously, I'm always gonna try and do things, if I can, that can, you know, that can make it shorter and faster to beat everything and just get it over with. So by avoiding doing every single battle, that's definitely gonna help me out. Like, for example, even that type of artifact, I can skip it. Like, you know, as long as I see that I can still beat them, I'm not going to stress out about, oh, getting a stronger artifact, or, you know, for this. Honestly, maybe I could even skip all of the artifacts. I can skip picking all of the artifacts if they're not in my path, and just move along to the next place, because like I mentioned, I did not see like I would struggle really that bad. See, I'm changing this because this one's increased attack for everyone, but this one says increases middle row heroes attack by 10%. So maybe you get to a certain point where maybe you're not as developed, and you might need to do something like this. I know that I have a weapon that increases my crit rate of my back row people. That means I need to put Sorieta in the back row so I get more crit rate, for example. You know, that might help. I might get to the point, like I said, where, oh my god, I get stuck and I cannot beat it. So I might need to actually use more and more tactic in order to beat all the stages. So for example, the 2-star one I might get, because yeah, they might be better. They might be better relics, and you know, I could change it and say, okay, this one gives me that, this one increases crit rate by for each Wenfit hero. So this is something that's really interesting. There's different ones that give you either boost to certain faction, or it gives boost to everyone based on how many people of a certain faction you have. So you know, this can actually be something really really important. So you have to bear in mind and try to, you know, min-max it as much as you can if you feel like you need that extra help. So like I said, boom, I'm collecting this, so I'm moving along. I don't need this, I don't need to fight that. I need to fight this one because it opens my next path to going to the next stage. So usually after, I think it's day 3, you have 3 stages of the wasteland, and you can collect rewards from each single stage. And then when you get to the 3rd one, this is why I'm still recording, I'm still doing this while we're recording, is when you get to the 3rd one, after, I think again, after day 3 of the wasteland, after you get all 3 floors, you get that thing over there. See that little pocket with cash? That's some extra resources that you can buy from the wasteland, but only if you do it. Otherwise, that does not appear in the wasteland shop. So this is the reason why it's extremely important, if not just for the normal resources that you collect along the way, but to open up that shop so that you can get some amazing things in there. Like, it always gives you gear, it gives you some talent points, it gives you a little bit of everything basically. But from my point of view, honestly, the most important one is obviously it's the fact that it actually gives you discounts. So everything that you use, it gives you some, everything that you buy gives you some discounts. So normally their price would be a certain price, but by doing it like by buying it from that shop, after you open it, you get some discounts, and it's a little bit cheaper. Okay, this is one of the things that also happens on the 3rd floor. You have one of these fights where you have to use 2 teams. So this is one of the fights that, oh my god, I might actually lose. This might be a first, but no, I think the healers are fine. So this is the only fight that you cannot skip. I don't know why, but you cannot skip it, and you just have to choose two teams and make sure you try and split your fighting power of your teams into, to keep it balanced, because like I mentioned, I haven't lost yet, but maybe if you lose one, you have to come back again and redo the whole fight. So trying to save time, try to split the balance, make sure you're roughly at the same power as each of the stages. So this is, for example, this was the second one, which obviously is going to be the one that's going to be a little bit harder, because this is not my main team, so that's why it takes longer. And then when after I finish this one, we're gonna go into the first fight, even though it should have been team 1 first, team 2 first. I guess because I clicked fight, it just straight up put me to use that one. So now we're going to team 1. This is obviously gonna be my best one. This one should be a little bit faster than that. Again, like I said, you cannot skip this one, just have to wait for the whole fight to go, and it is what it is. But yeah, this one looks like it's gonna be fine. I have the heals doing okay, even though it looks dodgy. Oisa's gonna start and is gonna stun them, and boom, get the stuns in there, get the AoEs in there, and start slowly killing them. So this is gonna be fine. After you beat these two ones, this is where you get the most resources from the wasteland. You're gonna see as soon as we beat it and go open it, we're gonna get lots of battle merit points, lots of other resources, and it's gonna look like it's 3, 4, 5, 10 times better than every single other one that we get. And at the same time, what you get from here is fragments for summoning, which we all know fragments are extremely important, because the more you summon, the more you can advance all of your units. See, you get diamonds, you can get fragments, and then the wasteland coins, not battle merits. But look at this. This is a lot more than every other ones. The other ones give you like 10, 20. This one gave you 100, and lots of the fragments, like I mentioned. So yeah, let me just quickly pass this one. This quick fight, so we're getting close to that point to open that shop that I'm mentioning about, which gives you a few things extra to the wasteland shop, basically. Because every day if you go in the wasteland shop, I can even show you from here that you have some things daily opened in the wasteland shop that do not require you doing the wasteland. So if you look at the shop, you always have, you can buy Sorieta, you can buy Bot Mark II, Arthas, these ones to reset Divine Prototype. So you can always buy all of these things. I would, for example, for me, I'm gonna save and try and get a Sorieta. The first thing that you actually buy, and that's what it kind of forces you by doing the tutorial, is the tailors. That's not a bad thing. But see, this is all that we have. Now if I open this one, let me see, this is what it gives you to buy now. See, it gives you the commander points, it gives you the talent points, and it gives you the metalize, which is really important. And at the same time, look, a commander. This commander might roll up to give you some awesome skills. But if you do not buy now, it's like once you leave, you'll be able to purchase the items from the wasteland store. So let's close it, it's gonna disappear, and then when I go here, boom. They are on a timer up until the wasteland reset, so make sure you do not forget to buy them. If you forget, or I don't know, maybe you click out by mistake and like, oh my god, where did it go? You can buy it from here. Usually if it's gear, I don't buy the gear because it's really expensive and it's only epic. Maybe once it gets to the mythic one, it might be worth it to do it. But yeah, I still have like 1 or 2 more fights, and then that's gonna be it, honestly, for this wasteland rotation for today and for this wasteland video. But yeah, I find it really awesome the way that they made it. Like I say, you don't have to clear everything. You can take different paths. You can fight, in certain areas to open something. You're not stuck like some other games have ways of doing it. Where like, okay, if you don't take a certain, if you take a certain path, you cannot collect every other ones from the other ones. No, this one you can collect everything that's on the map. You just need to open your way in there, collect those resources, and you're good to go. And this is the last fight. Victory, and boom. And at the end of this one, you also get some more points. So at the end of this is all the rewards. We get some more wasteland coins, and this is where you get some wasteland pass points. These ones actually go to a kind of like a battle pass thing, and they keep giving you points. So if you go into the store and you go to the passes, you get daily free stuff. Every time you do wasteland, you get daily free stuff from here. So for example, for today, I got some metalize. This one you can even unlock, the premium one, so you can buy it, and this is what you straight up get when you unlock it. And then these are the the ones at the bottom you get instant, and then after these ones you can slowly collect the extra rewards that look at the bottom. So this is a pretty a pretty interesting thing to have like a pass on the wasteland. It's smart way to do it. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.